Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new edition of the MoshCast, where this is pretty much a tribute episode to the late great Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah.
And we thought
Rest
it
in
was
peace.
it's right to do a Foo Fighters album. This is probably the first time we've done a Foo Fighters album, so yay! And the album we chose to do is "The Color and the Shape" by Foo Fighters, of course. And yeah, I expect us to go a bit deep in this episode, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess not too deep, but kind of deep because it's a tribute episode. So
What'd you say, Madi?
What'd you
let's
say,
bring all these
Woodman?
people in here. First up, he is Baxton's Spirit Box Mantra. Welcome back, buddy.
Mantra.
A pleasure to be here, everybody. Really excited to review The Color and the Shape.
Tell them why.
Yeah, why?
Because the album actually chose me, and it is tattooed on my arm forever because I think that this album is a great example of what rock and roll really is.
Hell yeah.
All right. Next up is Madi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this episode. I actually was the one that brought up the idea to do this episode
Yeah.
with everyone, and I chose this album specifically because I wanted Mantra to be on for this because I know how much he enjoys the Foo Fighters,
And
and
here
I
he is.
chose
Yes.
this album specifically because I know he really loves this album. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to do this and to pay homage, if that's the correct way to use that word.
Yeah. Pay homage.
Homage, homage. I'm fucking
English,
French,
yeah.
apparently.
Homage.
Oui, I guess. Yeah, I'm excited to do this.
And they're gonna be playing some
Somebody else
iMessage
go.
games. And
Yeah.
that's someone else's.
His ass.
I guess Josh can go. Hi.
What up, everybody? It's the assassin Josh Stinker here. Welcome back to a very, I guess you could say, very kind of sad episode of the MoshCast.
Yeah.
We're paying tribute to the late Taylor Hawkins. This death, I've been trying to process it for weeks ever since it happened.
Don't we all?
Month. It just seems like too shocking and too unreal. So I didn't expect it to come, so soon. But
It happened late at night. That happened.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
it did.
tribute to one of the most, I think I could say one of the most genius people in the music industry.
And positive too. Very, very kind gentleman.
Positive,
His fucking Queen covers, immaculate.
totally.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's get started and pay tribute to one of the greatest drummers and the most positive person you can ever meet in Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah, it's a similar tribute episode when we did one for Joey Jordison from Slipknot.
Mhm.
Last but
Rest
not
in peace.
least is Mr. AJ Anzalone.
The
Hi.
American
What's up,
head.
everyone? Welcome to the loudest podcast of all fucking music, the Mosh fucking cast, where we're reviewing The Color of Its Shape by Foo Fighters, and this is dedicated to Taylor Hawkins. I didn't get behind Foo Fighters until like recently, and I mean I've been listening to their songs, like the most popular songs, for some time, and they were really good, but
Mhm.
but I'm definitely gonna miss that man. Like Taylor Hawkins was a great. Like I think most of the fans know that Taylor Hawkins was a genius. Like he was a great gentleman, great man, and he'll be in great spirits. And he also
Watching over us, man.
and he's not the only he's not the only Foo Fighters is not the only band he drummed with. He also drummed with Alanis Morissette in the past, and etc.
Mhm.
He's definitely one of those greatest drummers I have ever seen. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's review this album in dedication to Taylor Hawkins.
Do you guys want
Let's
to have
do
a
it.
moment of silence really quick before we get to the
Yeah.
songs?
Yeah, we
Sure.
can do that.
I think we should.
Doing a
So,
moment for Taylor
so yeah, I think we should.
A moment of silence for Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins, man. All right, let's get to the album.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
So, Color and the Shape. First one is Doll. Is that an intro to the next one?
It's a pretty good first step in the right direction for how the album is gonna sound, both in vocals and instruments. So it's just an intro song.
All right, so I guess we can have the song playing into the next one called Monkey Wrench.
The one on my arm.
Up for that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's have Doll and Monkey Wrench playing back to back. All right, let's go.
This song is called Doll.
All right, let's go. Hey.
And that was Doll and Monkey Wrench.
Doll and Monkey
First two
Wrench.
songs.
First two songs. Well, the first one was an intro, but oh well.
Yeah.
All right, Madi, you kick it off.
As far as Doll goes, I mean, that is like such a beautiful way to start a record. And that again, I've said this with a lot of episodes I've been on, and the start of an album and the end of an album is what make or breaks a record. And the start of it definitely already fucking makes it. And then to just go right into Monkey Wrench, incredible. I do want to say before I go more into this, when I was a kid, I thought he was singing "I Don't Want to Be Your Monkey Bread." So I was thinking of like the crazy monkey bread or whatever.
I don't want to be your monkey bread.
When I would like go to the store, I'd be like, "Oh, it's the Foo Fighters song." Not it at all. But I really like this song now as an adult because as far as like the meaning goes, it definitely gives the vibe of like, I don't want to be like your fool. I don't want you to like manipulate me or take control of me. And that message is like pretty powerful. I mean, considering like how the lyrics are, to take that from it, I think that's pretty great. And I really get like I hear so many bands influenced by the Foo Fighters, and I feel like Montreux is one of them that I'm gonna say. One of them being Beartooth. And I actually remember when we did Below, I said Fed Up definitely had Foo Fighters vibes.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I remember that.
Yeah, I definitely get all the influence with just this album alone.
Oh, for sure.
I really, the drumming, incredible. And I'm not saying that just because Taylor's no longer with us, but that's always been my favorite part of the song is the drumming. Because I don't know if anyone saw me, but I was literally playing the air drum.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, we all just did it subconsciously.
I love it. I feel like that's another thing that make or breaks a song is the drumming and the instrumentals, and I feel like it was done really fucking well.
And
really
fun fact about this record too, this was Taylor Hawkins' first record into the Foo Fighters. So this is the first time you're hearing him with the band. Because before it was I think it was a gentleman named Golding, I believe.
I think so.
Or something like that. But yeah, it was his first record.
This is Taylor's first Foo Fighters record.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mantra, you go ahead.
Well, obviously this is a album about a toxic relationship, kind of, or it involves the chemistry between two different people, because if you look at the song titles, it really changes how you listen to the record going into it, because normally I'd be like, oh, listen to it blind and then listen to it and think that. If you go into it the first time listening to it with that in mind, it completely changes what you'll think about the record entirely. But the album is on my arm though, and MW's Monkey Wrench and 233 is the song section that like starts with the screaming, which also was done in one breath. If you listen to the recording, there is nothing in between. He did it in one breath or one take. Dave Grohl's a badass, man. Love him to tears. But that's what I have to say. Great introduction, and it's the start to one of the partners realizing I don't want to ruin this, but I'm gonna have to ruin this. So that's my take on
All
it.
right.
Doll and Monkey Wrench.
Hell yeah. Gosh.
Hell yeah. It was a great song. I mean, of course, the drumming is so, I would say iconic, but, his drumming skills were unbelievable. Like, I just loved everything about it. Like Mantra said, Dave Grohl's a fucking badass. He really is. Like, from a guy who went from being in Nirvana as the drummer, and then after Kurt Cobain's death, then forming the Foo Fighters and transitioning to the frontman role was just genius. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this song. Great way to start it off.
AJ, you unmute and go ahead.
Alan.
Jones.
This is actually a good way to like kick off the album. Like, Doll is a great way like kick it off, like an introduction. Of course, it's a really great intro into the album, and the other song, what was it? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Monkey Wrench.
It's Monkey Wrench.
Okay, Monkey Wrench, man. It's actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
Happy to hear.
And Taylor Hawkins is absolutely a badass drummer, and I'm not saying it just because he passed away and all that, but like what Madi said, like I didn't know who the other members are, but until like Taylor's death, I know who Taylor Hawkins is because he is a badass drummer, and I didn't really get behind Foo Fighters at the time, like because I wasn't really like listening to their music too much, but like after a few years go by, like and before Taylor Hawkins' death, I even got into Foo Fighters a little bit. It's actually pretty good. They're pretty sweet, and I'm very glad that like ever since like Kurt Cobain's death in 1994 or 95, I think. Am I right?
94.
Yeah, you had it correct.
All right, I had it right. Anyways, yeah, bro went on to form Foo Fighters. It was great move from him, and then like all these years, like Dave and Courtney Love are going at it. Yeah, it was really messed up stuff, but now like they're reconciled and everything. But yeah, but overall this song was really nice, and it's a good way to like. It's a good song to like kick off the album. I know it's technically the intros to kick off the album, but like this is actually a good
You mean first two songs?
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, man, great song for a great band, and fun fact, I don't know if anyone here knows, but Foo Fighters were actually inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021 last year. It was
Just deserved.
It was a sweet moment. And Taylor Hawkins was there, which was even better.
That he was.
Yeah.
That he was.
Anyway,
But good song overall. I enjoyed it. Let's move on to the next song.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed it, and let's move on to Hey Johnny Park.
Hey, Johnny Park. This is a good one. I was screaming the lyrics to this song with a friend of mine on a drive last night, so.
All right, let's play it. Hey.
yeah.
Wow, that was a banger. I really like the drum work in this. That's so good. Mantra, how about you?
Well, this song has a really, really good lyric that still sends goosebumps up my arms and back. And it's your eyes still read my ego, angels that hover above, eyes that can change from blind to blue. And it almost speaks out as living with somebody, because when you're living with a spouse or when you're living with a friend, they'll act like themselves as if they're living alone. So your eyes can read my ego is almost like a way of like the walls have eyes and like someone's always watching you even in your most like prideful moments. But the song itself definitely was like a very transparent song for Taylor's drumming because of the fact that it starts with the drum. Actually, it's a drum introduction that pulls into a guitar outro, and all the band members end. But if you want to show a person that doesn't know who Taylor Hawkins is, the actual band and his work, this song is a great way to show it. Just because he fits in perfect and he really shows off his chops on
Proves it
like
right here.
yeah, exactly. Anyway, hey Johnny Park.
Hey, Johnny Park. Josh.
I really enjoyed the lyrics as well. It was fucking awesome. Like, this is a true example of how Taylor Hawkins really became a really great drummer for the Foo Fighters. And you know, to have like the lyrics in the song were great, and I really enjoyed every second of it. I thought it was excellent.
Okay, Maddie.
I really enjoyed the song a lot. It's definitely very 90s and I fucking love that. Like this would definitely be one of the reasons I would get this on vinyl just to hear how beautiful it sounds. Instrumentals were fucking great. I mean, Dave's vocals, like this song just really shows the range that this band can do. Um like I said, with Dave's vocals and also with the instrumentals, like they can do more than just like the rock and roll shit. Like they can, get real deep and sentimental if they wanted to, and they did just that, and they did it fucking well.
They did. I'm happy you liked the
For
song,
sure.
Maddie.
Right.
I even like it too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But what does AJ think?
AJ, how about you?
What does Corey Taylor think?
Hey, what does AJ think?
What does Corey Taylor think?
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, AJ.
Well, this song right here was actually really great, man. I really enjoyed it. Really, really great. Great work from Taylor, of course, Dave, and the rest of the band members. And overall, I really enjoyed this song.
Heck yeah.
That was quick. Okay.
Right? Very articulate.
All right. Song number 4, My Poor Brain. That's the song. Let's play it.
Let's get into it.
My Poor Brain. Can you guys hear this?
Yep.
Okay.
Just wait.
Oh, it started off quiet. I can see it. Oh, dancing. AJ, look.
AJ.
AJ, dance. Dance.
I'm a little
Oh, God. Oh, God. He's going for it.
I love it. Fucking love it.
AJ, sit the fuck down. Come on.
Oh, God. Oh, AJ's gonna.
That's fucking amazing.
AJ, are you in a mosh pit?
He's about to make one. His room is about to be the mosh pit.
Yeah, he about to crowd kill.
He about to crowd kill. Who's gonna crowd kill his mom? Oh my god.
Passed out. Man,
Oh, I think I just ate it. What the hell happened to the music? Oh,
it's still playing. Oh god, he's gonna dance again. Yeah, this is what I see him doing.
I see him being a cringe motherfucker.
Exactly what he did when we reviewed Aggressive. He did this.
He did. He did.
Especially when we reviewed Dawn FM by the weekend.
You did. He did it for Dawn FM as well. That's
Josh,
astonishing.
you were there for that.
Yes.
Oh man, that's funny. Motherfucker, dude. Mother trucker, dude.
I'm being fucking ridiculous.
Death is photobombing me.
These motherfuckers.
I'm sorry. Wait, how many do you have left?
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
They only added that as an extra show.
Bruh.
bruh.
Wow. Anyway. It's still going.
No.
There it goes. That's it.
Nope,
I'm
it stopped.
so
It's
mad.
over. Okay, so AJ, you can start off then.
Hey, yo,
since
what?
Dancing.
Why? Anyways, I mean,
Dancing, that's why.
I danced to this, but I feel like this one's not my favorite off the album. Because I haven't like heard it too much, but
Mhm.
like, I did Dave vocalize that, by the way?
Yeah, it's pretty much
Yeah,
all,
he's-
that's pretty much his vocals throughout the entire record. Yeah.
Oh, I know,
vocalist.
but did he sing in this song though? Because
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
okay, but
He was also very young when he made this record as well. If that's why he sounds like different. He made this when he was in his like mid to late 20s. He was really young.
I know that, but yeah, but anyways, but I feel like the song's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. Even though I just said it's not my favorite, but you know what? I changed my mind. Fuck you. Anyway.
Yeah, you danced to this
No.
song, so.
I was gonna say,
It's
yeah.
actually a pretty danceable song. I really liked it. Good song. Yeah.
It is a good song. It's very dancey since AJ was really getting into it there.
Hi, TikTok.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I
Literally
took
love that
You
he
know,
just
I
like
am
danced
not
around the room
I
and
am
is
not
like,
gonna fast forward.
actually,
Go
I
ahead
don't
and go on
really.
TikTok while I take your shit on the podcast.
This isn't the Crash and Burn Wrestling
We're gonna
podcast, but
we're
okay.
gonna just skip past that now.
So we're gonna skip that part and go to Maddie to share her. Take it
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this really quick. Okay. So I really enjoy the song a lot. I think that it's a pretty powerful song, like lyrically. Because if I can't remember what the lyric is specifically, and I'm sure Monster could tell me. But it's basically like protecting someone from your own brain and your own thoughts.
Mhm.
I can't save you from my poor brain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish that I could change. I can't save you from my poor brain.
Yeah, so I think that it could, and again, this is why I love music, because you can interpret it in any fucking way that you see fit. So for
Exactly.
me, I definitely interpret it as like mental thoughts. So like, we'll take me for example, and how my brain can get really fucking scary, and anyone with depression and anxiety and any other mental illness could tell you that. The brain is a very scary place. Probably the scariest place you can be alone for. So I really, that's how I interpreted the song. Dave going from like soft vocals to like right in your fucking face, fucking incredible. It's one of the main reasons why I love the Foo Fighters, is because the range that Dave has in his vocals. So
Oh, the dynamics are great too.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
and the instrumentals, how they really go alongside with Dave's vocals too. Like it's just like, you know, soft and mellow, and then it's like right in your fucking face the next second. I love it. I love it so
Mhm.
much.
It's one of the best ways to make an album. Loud.
Yes.
Loud. Yes. All right. Is that it? Or
Yeah, that's it.
all right. The next person is Josh.
Yeah, I really thought Dave's vocals were great. He, like Mantra said, he really sounded really young, because this album was made back in '97, so he was still young then.
Only 3 years out of Nirvana too, and
Yeah.
the first record actually came out in the same year that Kurt passed, actually in '94.
Mhm. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this. It was a great, in the words of Evan, a great music song.
Jesus Christ.
True that.
Shout out to you, Evan.
Yeah, shout out to Evan.
Shout out to Evan, man.
We wish you're here. So
Now I'm just thinking of fucking Incubus.
all right, Mantra, go ahead.
Don't distract me with Incubus, Maddie. You know how easy that
sorry.
is. You know how easy that is. I like Incubus.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but
Well, TikTok.
but My Poor Brain opens up with a very interesting set of lyrics. Actually, it's real life is so hard, we hide in the stars, which basically is like painting a picture and like bringing a perspective to the listener of one of the basic needs of a human, which is like a home, a drive, food, and then you have escape. And so this is basically him trying to describe escaping from what he's facing and doing with this person, which is basically a stage of denial in like the whole entire process of, diluting a toxic relationship, which it doesn't even have to be toxic. It can just be someone you fell out of love with. But My Poor Brain is really good at like um taking the flow of somebody's thoughts in that like sort of perspective. And it's like really slow, like I know what I'm doing, everything's fine. Then it's like, oh my god, I have no idea what's going on, and like this is a blackout, I can't see, and like it's all this stuff that's like really chaotic, because that's what happens when you deal with a person like that. So My Poor Brain, a great way to look into someone's thoughts during a whole process.
Yeah, I can see why the song's called My Poor Brain. And it lives up to the title.
Mm-hmm. Indefinitely.
Definitely.
But that's all I have to say.
And what else I have to say is the next song is called Wind Up. Song number 5. Wind
This is a good
Up.
one.
Wind Up. So let's go over to Josh first.
Okay. I thought it was really good. I
Was
really
it too
enjoyed
good?
it. I liked the vocals, the drum work, everything about it. Just that whole band. When they start playing and they start jamming, they really kick fucking ass. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, it was great.
Wait. Oh, I think you meant to say like
No.
this.
It's too good for him.
I like this a lot,
Oh, you son.
but I don't know. This song was just too good for me.
Then I'm going to.
This song was just too good for me.
Okay, Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, John.
It's too good for you.
Hey everybody, Jostiny Denk Tanner here.
Oh no!
Someone had to.
Cool
Somebody
Denise
had to.
Furtado here.
Bethany Bedtan. Anyway.
Anyway, so let's move on to Mantra.
Yeah. So Wind Up starts with a wind up. Actually, it starts with basically a bent string, and then the drums and bass leak in, and then they all meet together, simulating an actual wind up. Not to mention, this song is about getting pissed at somebody. When you say like, "Oh, don't wind me up," it's like saying, "Don't piss me off." So it's like you don't want to see me wind up. You don't want to see me go off. So it's like an admonition almost to like a bit of like an argument that's happening between these people, because it's like, do not get me riled up. Don't get me riled up. It's literally the most like obvious part of the song. Not to mention, really really good wah part before the third the third verse. It's really really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wind Up.
AJ.
Wind Up is actually a pretty good song. I really enjoyed it. I really liked like Taylor's work on this song. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Madi.
I mean, I was gonna mention the same thing Mantra did when it came to the meaning of the song. So I mean, he pretty much already said it, but the song was really fucking great. Instrumentally, I think that was definitely my favorite part of the song. Just all of the different drum parts and
Yeah.
just absolutely fucking incredible. Also, you're muted, Mantra.
All right, yeah, I definitely enjoyed the song.
Mute yourself.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the song. It had great meanings and awesome vocals here too, with the same instrumentals. So for
Heck
the
yeah.
next song, let's move on to song number 6, "Up in Arms."
This is a fun one. This is a real fun one. It's short.
I can see that. So let's get to the song right now.
Let's. I beat you.
Oh my god, this is probably a standout for me.
Bitch.
I like songs that start out pretty quiet and then it gets pretty loud from there.
So much fun. That
So,
song, when you first hear it, it's a lot of fun.
This is a fun song. You know what?
hmm
It's stand out. Mantra, you're up next, buddy.
This one is actually, it's almost like an actual choice is about to be made, because it's like,
Mhm.
my lonely heart, it falls apart for you to mend. I was the one who left you, always coming back. I can't forget you. He's stuck in this loop where he's like, all right, I'm gonna break up with you and get back together with you. I'm gonna break up with you, and he's like going through this whole cycle in his head about like a hypothetical, which in this circumstance is like not. It doesn't surprise me at all that like he actually included like the sort of like manic pacing of thoughts of like, oh god, like this is actually happening, this cycle and like this life with this person is like starting to dilapidate. So like when you're up in arms with somebody, it kind of is like a way of saying that like you made up with them. And so he's trying to like kind of overlook these flaws in this person. But yeah, Up in Arms is a really fun and positive one with a little bit of a dark meaning. Super short, great guitar solo, but Up in Arms, can't go wrong with a great title. Amazing title. Not to mention amazing drum pause too between the quiet intro. You don't
That was
expect
so
it.
good.
I guarantee you Taylor came up with that idea. That sounds like a Taylor thing. It's just like, let's just make it go really loud at this part. Like I can totally
Watch
see
over
it.
us.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All right, Maddie, you're up next.
I really liked this song. I kind of got a different vibe than Mantra did with this song. I kind of got a vibe that was like a relationship is going through like a tough time, but they're trying to stick it out and work it out together, and they end up working it out and going through a tough time, and yeah, loved the fucking drumming on this one. This is probably my favorite of the songs just because of the drumming alone.
That's awesome, Maddie.
Fucking incredible. And just like, dark lyrics, but it sounds like happy beats.
It's almost like the Beatles
I really
in a way.
like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, this is probably in top 5 of my favorite songs off this album.
Yeah, AJ, you're muted.
Why do you look like you're asleep, AJ?
No, I'm not.
It's 9 o'clock
Man
at
said,
night.
"Get some Red Bull, bitch."
But
Go get some.
Oh, but-
Smile.
Up in
Josh's
Arms?
smile. Sorry.
Ups in Arms is a pretty good song. It's a really fun song, like because like I love when the beginning part it was quiet and then like towards like comes in like a little bit quieter and then Taylor Hawkins like killed it with the and then it's louder and louder.
Yes.
Unbelievable! Wow, that just made my camera go off for some reason. Anyways, but holy shit, dude! And then Taylor Hawkins just drums is fucking kicking ass.
That he is.
Loved it. Fun song, great song.
All right. Josh.
Yes, this was another good one. I mean, despite the fact that it was short, the lyrics do have something that you can relate to in life. It sends a good message, to like if you're in a dark place, the song can help you go through what you're going through. So, despite as it being short, it was still a good music song.
Okay. All right. So next one is the song that we were talking about before we started recording, "My Hero,"
Mm-hmm. This is a
which
good one.
Yes.
Oh no.
He's so excited for My Hero. That's
Mark.
amazing.
Excited.
All right. Oh, and this is the official video too.
Mm-hmm.
That they
It jumps
tagged
right
on
into the
YouTube.
song, though. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
So I'll start right now. So, AJ, since you're so excited for the song, talk.
Dude, this song is
Okay.
one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs of all.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Okay. I know you guys are not gonna be like big fans of this song, but dude, this song is a badass
Is
song.
too good for you.
Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah.
You
no.
tell him, AJ.
Anyways, but this song right here, one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs of all fucking time, dude. I
Heck
love
yeah.
it every single time I listen to it. There goes my hero.
Yes.
There you
yes!
Yes.
Yes.
That just blows me away,
Yes.
man. That
Yes.
just blows me away. I love everything, the lyrics, the drum beats and everything. Freaking amazing, dude. I loved it. I love everything about this song, man. I don't care what y'all say. This song could be overrated, but no, it's not. It's a
Who said
great
it's
song. It
overrated?
will be.
I was gonna say, homie, it's not overrated. It's cherished,
I
for
think
real.
it's a classic Foo Fighter song.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, a staple
what?
for sure.
This song is iconic.
Iconic song, classic song from them. One of my favorites.
You know
Definitely.
what? So you know what? I actually like this. It's definitely a classic song, since everyone talks about it.
Mm-hmm. That they do.
Yes.
And up next is Madi.
This was definitely one of my favorites growing up, but I think as time has gone on, it's still obviously an iconic song and will always hold a special place in my heart. But I definitely think that they do have better songs that are my favorites. But this song will, like I said, always hold a special place in my heart. Lyrically incredible. Just everything about the song is fucking perfect through and through. Nothing bad I could say about this song. So
Yeah.
bless.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Bless
Did you
you.
go?
God
Thank
bless
you, everyone.
Jesus.
Did you go
Amen.
on, bro?
Bless you. How about you go ahead, Mantra?
I shall indeed, since I've been blessed. But My Hero actually has a theme that Taylor's talked about in interviews, Dave's talked about in interviews, where My Hero was supposedly written about Kurt Cobain because like that was like one of Dave's best friends, but it actually is a completely different theme in general. It's looking at an average everyday man, woman, or individual, and he's saying anybody can be a hero. In the music video that Jason got to glance at, there's a gentleman running into a burning apartment, saving a baby and whatever he can, and he's just doing it out of the fact that somebody needed help. And that's like a beautiful message that like our first responders, our officers and men and women that serve us every single day, showing up when you are needed and being expected, that is a really
They're
big
taking
privilege to
risks.
have. Exactly. And My
Thank
Hero,
to
I
the
think, is
essential
one of the yeah, exactly. And My Hero, I think, is one of the best like payments you could make as homage to the first responders. So
Right.
My Hero is a real thematic song. It's beautiful, really great. And they play it acoustic live too, in case you didn't notice. So if you want some beautiful stuff to cry to,
Josh, what the
YouTube
hell?
My Hero acoustic.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm bad at pool.
We're literally in the middle of filming, and you just had to do that to us.
It it made
Why?
it made me
Why?
sick to my stomach.
I enjoyed the song, and Josh, how about you change the topic and talk about the song?
I am changing the goddamn topic because we're not gonna talk about that till the goddamn end.
Do it faster.
Yeah.
Guess.
Right now.
Guess.
Fucking AJ, it's your fault, motherfucker.
What?
Your fault, Alan.
I think that's a
Joe.
perfect time to go for the song.
Yes. AJ, wasting my time, motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, like I agree with Mantra. You know, My Hero, it sends a message to like thank the people, you know, that do everything for us, you know, 24/7, and like the first responders, you know, police, medical, firefighters, everybody that, you know, is helps the city that you live in. You that's a show of thanks, and I agree with that 100%, you know. Or you can say that to someone that you look up to, like saying, you know, thank them, thank you for like helping me be the person I am today. Or I feel like in a message it sends a way of saying thank you for making me who I am as a person. And
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of people use this as like, you know, when you refer to your favorite celebrity, um or your favorite athlete, your favorite musician, your favorite wrestle person. I could add that in there. Or
Yeah.
your
Mhm.
favorite, you know, just people that you enjoy or people that you look up to. It sends a bright message and a really good song.
A good song.
Well said,
Uh,
Josh.
so
Well
I
said.
think we all we all went here. Everyone here.
Yeah, I went.
Okay. And yeah, well, let's move on to this next song. Song is called "See You."
Ooh, this is a fun one. There's a lot of fun ones in this record, for real. So many party songs.
All right, let's go. Let's move
Didn't
on to
hear it.
Monstra first.
Didn't hear it. Okay, so See You has a very. You'll notice that, like, a pattern in this album is that the very first couple of minutes of the song normally interpret the rest of, like, the story that's in the song. So in the beginning, when he's like, these notes are remarked return to sender, I'll save this letter for myself, I wish you only knew. And then you'll notice when he goes into the lyric, good it is to see you, and then like the bright guitar comes in, that's when the people meet up. So it's private thoughts, hypotheticals again, the anxiety with this person, the oh, I don't know, like I'll save these letters, I don't want to give it to her. Hey, it's good to see you. The mindset completely changes because he's with that person entirely. And so like it's all nice and pretty, and then like it's basically just like saving thoughts when you're meeting up with somebody, even if you know there's something going on behind like this mask that you put on. Because if you go out to eat, you don't want to be like, crying at the table or something, like it's one
Right.
of those things.
I'll tell
But
you right now, that's not a fun. That's not a vibe to do that.
oh yeah,
From
probably
first-hand
not.
experience.
All right, last time I cried, I was in a Chili's. We're not going into the story, but but yeah, that's what "See You" to me is. It's kind of like private thoughts that eventually turn into like, oh, it's good to see you. Let's forget about the bad vibes, kind of thing. It's like trying out. It's like trying on a person again. Seeing if it goes different. See you.
Yeah. All right, Josh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, all the other songs, you know, there hasn't been one bad song at all. You know, Foo Fighters never disappoint. But yeah, I you know, when they write lyrics, you know, they really dive deep into a lot of things. And you know, when singers and songwriters they dive into like deep thoughts or whatever, it kind of helps because you're like you can relate to those situations.
Hmm.
So I mean, when you said one of the lyrics mantra, where I think it was I where it's like
Mainly, I wish you only knew good it is to see you. That's the part that catches my attention.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dave's vocals were great as usual. Taylor's drumming, never disappoints, and is another
it kicks
good.
ass, like you say.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Alan Jones, Wrestle
Yeah.
Guy,
Yeah, AJ, how about you unmute and talk about the song?
AJ Styles, you're next.
AJ Styles.
A phenomenal one.
This bit.
Okay. Anyways, but see you.
Okay.
See you is It's
Why
actually
do you look like your eyes are closed?
Why you look drunk?
I was gonna say something.
Anyways, but I think "See You" is actually a pretty good song. I really enjoyed it.
Is that water or vodka you're drinking?
Water.
Oh man.
It's water.
I'll believe you for now. I'll believe you for now.
Maddie, go ahead.
Sorry, my mother sent me a video of Machine Gun Kelly, and I fucking hate it.
We don't.
Why?
Not on this video.
Not on
Keep
this
his name out of
video.
this video. Shh.
That's all I was gonna say, so don't shush me.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Secondly,
He's cringe.
I like the song a
True.
lot. It kind of reminds me of and Mantra might be able to back me up on this one. It kind of reminds me of Blackbird Sessions. Very a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
It
It
kinda
kind
reminds
of
me of,
seems like they were taking notes. They were taking
Like
notes
that,
a little bit.
that kind of country, which that's pretty much the only stuff I can listen to. It is actually decent, so I like that it was kind of like a difference in genre, and totally something different on this album so far. I really, really enjoyed that a lot.
Hell yeah.
Me too. I also enjoy this song too. Let's move on to song number 9. Enough
Can
Space.
You do the stand clap. Can you do
Oh,
it?
I haven't done that for a bit. Okay, sure.
Yes. Yes.
Jason,
Good.
your standing ovations are American.
And do you know what else is American? The next song we're about to get into. Enough Space.
Ooh, this is a really good one.
All right, let's... Yes. Enough Space. Okay, Maddie and Mantra are busy playing right now, so Josh, you go.
Ouch. Calling us out.
What a way, man. American first.
Josh, go ahead with the song.
It was. I really like the drum work, the vocals by Dave Grohl. I like the message put behind it, and I'm gonna keep it short and simple. It was a good song.
Okay. AJ.
Wow. Enough Space, huh? Wow. It's actually a pretty good song. I really enjoyed it.
Shocking.
What you mean shocking? Anyways, but this song right here is actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I loved the Grawl's vocals, man. Freaking awesome.
Such a legend. Never misses.
Yeah, that man's a legend in the music industry. So
Mm-hmm.
Maddie.
I really like the song a lot. Again, going from really soft instrumentals and vocals to right in your fucking face. I feel like that's definitely like a staple with this album, and I really, really enjoyed that a lot. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much like my favorite part of it, and that's
Yeah.
something I know the Foo Fighters really has done a lot in their career, and it's one of the main reasons why I really enjoy their work. I just love when songs are like right in your fucking face. I mean, obviously like Beartooth and
Like you can hold
Slipknot
it.
and-
Like you can hold
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
like Beartooth, Slipknot. I mean, I could literally go on. But really fucking great song.
Mantra.
Heck yeah. Okay, so Enough Space, Dave Grohl got the tempo for by jumping up and down because when he was writing the album, he wanted to write a song on the record that had a tempo that got a crowd moving. So when they were on tour for this record, sometimes they would open with Everlong, and then this was their other opener because it would start with like a big jump. And Dave said they played in Japan one time, and the whole crowd was going up and down to the tempo exactly how he wanted it. And it just shows that like Dave truly is a tactile writer. He's a really, really involved musician when it comes to any project that he's guesting on, his own stuff with the Foo Fighters. Any sort of record that he makes, he's all in. And him jumping to the tempo is no exception at all, because that's really, putting yourself into introspection. Like, if I were an audience member, how would I want to, like, what kind of energy would I want from a song? But again, like everyone's been saying, Taylor Hawkins has nailed this record to the wall. Really, really spot on. Great communication between them, both Dave and Taylor. And yeah, Enough Space, thematically, I'd say it's about isolation a little bit. It's basically like it says like people line up to see, but there never seems to be enough space, which is like, oh, I have like this career as a musician, and I pretty much get money by performing for people, but I still feel like I'm in a cardboard box, which for that was his relationship with it was a photographer at the time, I believe. They divorced in 90, I want to say like 99, maybe 98. But anyway, Enough Space, a real jumper.
A real good song in enough space. Taylor Hawkins nailed the song. You know what? I enjoyed it. It's really good.
Heck yeah.
Next one is called February Stars.
Ooh. This one's a good one.
And then we have like February Stars. We got 1, 2, 3. I think we also have a bonus track here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So February Stars. Let's go.
Let's
right
go.
Now. All right. It's playing. Full song. A beautiful, soft song. It's great. Taylor Hawkins did good on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Madi, go ahead.
I really enjoyed the song a lot. I mean, I think that the instrumentals definitely. Hold on 1 minute, I gotta plug my phone in. I think the instrumentals fit really well with the lyrics. Sorry, my phone was about to talk to me. It talks to me when I plug it in. But yeah, I really enjoyed the song a lot. I feel like as far as like a meaning goes, it definitely reminds me of like trying to hold on and keep going. And you're basically like holding on like
Motivation.
right at the edge. And I really love that message, and I just, this song is so fucking incredible. So incredible.
So this is a motivational song, okay. And you know what? They made that song work to be motivational. AJ.
This song was actually pretty beautiful, and we all had the lights on, which most of you guys did, but I didn't. But the light is over there, sort of. But
okay.
This song right here was absolutely beautiful, and definitely a great soft song for Foo Fighters. Definitely enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, AJ.
Josh, go ahead and unmute and talk about the song. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted,
you American.
Sorry, I'm from
America.
Washington, D.C.
What?
God damn it, Matraco.
But yeah, it was a very beautiful song, you know, something different than what we've gotten from the last few tracks. You know, it was more like, you know, I wouldn't say a ballad, I would say something more calming and soothing. And I liked how it was something different this time other than the past few tracks. Really good music song.
Really good music song.
Mantra, while you're
So-
playing your game there.
So this song, you're allowed. This song is basically healing, because it's talking about February stars slowly floating in the dark, temporary scars, which shows the initial effort to move on from the pain. And again, it's like a whole like bandaging the wound kind of section of the story here, where he's like, okay, so I could make this work. I'm actually like working on something. She's getting better. I'm getting better. We're really in the February stars. We're really going somewhere, and this is a great moment. That's why it's like motivational, because the healing allows hope to come in and really take hold of the other character. Because clearly there was denial before, there was getting pissed off, and now it's starting to get to a point of familiarity between the two characters of that spark they had, you know? But yeah, February Stars, amazing instrumentals, very, very good vocals from Dave Grohl, layered actually, inspired by Queen. And naturally, I'm going to say this with every track, Taylor Hawkins, thank you so much for amazing drumming. And thank you for being inspired by John Bonham and every other drummer that can kick ass. You're a real one, man.
Yeah,
We miss you.
that's
Yeah, real
what a
one.
lot of people don't realize when it
Absolutely.
comes to Foo Fighters and the Queen influence is that Taylor really fucking loved Queen. Like
Yeah.
that was like his favorite band. Like he saw them live with his sister, I believe. I read somewhere once. I mean, they would even fucking do Queen covers on stage.
Under
He's
pressure.
met
Yeah,
the people from Queen. He's met them.
that's
s-
fucking cool.
So like that's what people don't realize is that he is a huge fan of Queen, and just taking that influence and putting it into something like this, and also like changing the game of rock and roll.
Hmm.
It's fucking incredible. Like
Yeah,
I've
his-
never
Emotionally
heard-
palpable.
I've
That
never
kind of
heard another band like the Foo Fighters. I've heard influence from the Foo Fighters, like I said with Beartooth, but I've never heard another band like the Foo Fighters. Ever.
mhm. Can definitely
Yeah.
agree.
All right, so we're all good to go to the next song.
Yep.
That song is called Everlong.
Ooh.
All right, let's go. Everlong. Oh, another video.
That one has a work up to it a little bit, but the music video version is different than the studio version.
I'll just end it right there then.
Yep.
All right. Mantra, how about you start it then?
I'm getting a phone call at the wrong time. No, sir. Anyway, let me put this over here. So,
What?
Everlong is like a really, really delicate part of the entire story in this album, because it's the peak point, it's the climax in the moment where obviously he's realized like I've been waiting, I'm tonight I'm really giving you myself, like this is the real moment that like this is going to be our time to like reconvene. So obviously like with these emotions attached to it, there's going to be some depression with it, which is like regret on what's happened and like reflection on what's going on, not so much so to like the pain that like he's dealt, but inactivity, what he could have done or what they could have done, you know what I mean, with the characters. But
Right.
Everlong is famous because of its introduction. In fact, you could play the first like 5 notes to Everlong and somebody would recognize it. They play it that much. It's their Wonderwall, their anthem. Everyone knows the Foo Fighters from Everlong because this is their staple track. Not to mention, Taylor Hawkins here actually borrows from Neil Peart a little bit because he uses the hi-hat and then the kick and then the snare, which is a very abnormal pattern for a drummer. But as I said before, really amazing track. It's pretty much the Foo Fighters tagline. It's their flagship song. Everyone knows it. It's everyone's wedding song. Everlong is literally the love song of the 90s. It was the most popular song to come out then. But yeah, That's Everlong for you. The peak to a decision.
All right, Josh.
I'm gonna use the
Yeah,
bathroom.
I really like Everlong. It's one of my favorites off the album. Definitely. It had, great instruments like guitars and drums, and great vocals from Dave Grohl. And yeah, this is my favorite off the album so far.
Okay. AJ.
This song right here is actually one of my favorites from the album too, along with My Hero. Definitely one of my. This is actually my second favorite of all time. If anyone doesn't know, because this song was actually pretty good, dude. It's actually pretty good to this day, and I really love the lyrics and what Dave wrote and like the band members wrote. It, I love everything about it. Pretty good song.
You like everything about it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maddie.
I mean, Mantra pretty much said everything that I was gonna say. So I guess I'll just add this little tidbit. I believe Dave Grohl had called someone from another band up. It was like really, really late at night, and he wanted this person on the song, and so he got this person to record doing the do part, the do that part. I can't remember what band they were in, but I just remember seeing somewhere that Dave Grohl had called this person up to have them on the track, and yeah. Just a little
That was his
fun
partner at the time,
factoid.
actually. Yeah.
Fun little factoid.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much all I have to say about it.
The next one is called "Walking After You."
This is a good one.
Yes,
Another really beautiful one.
Okay. All right, it's playing. After you. So, Maddie, you started off.
Well, I don't know if it caught what I just said, but I'm in a little bit of pain right now, but I'm gonna try and push through it. From what I could tell, it was I couldn't really hear the lyrics, but instrumentally it was fucking beautiful. As a follow-up to Everlong, it was really, really good. I mean, that song is already pretty beautiful enough, so to have this follow-up with that was really, really great. I don't really know what else to say because I couldn't pay attention.
I understand.
Yeah, next person.
The next person was gonna be Josh.
I liked it. The instrumental was great. It was more soothing.
It got you chilling there. I see.
Yeah.
You're just laying down.
It got
in
you
bed.
chilling. Facts.
And
You're just relaxing. I see.
yeah, it was good song.
Okay. Mr. AJ Anzalone. I guess you can go.
Ouch.
Alright. This song is actually pretty smoothing and I really, really enjoyed it, and I like soft songs like this, because it just motivates people more. But for me, metal music and rock music every time it motivates me throughout the day in my school. Yeah. But anyways, this song is really good. I enjoyed it.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
AG.
Yeah, you enjoyed it. How about you, Mantra?
So, walking after you is the last step in this whole denial process and the entire timeline of this partnership or of this relationship. So, walking after you is basically like signing a signature. Like, even if this whole thing goes up in flames and the hesitation completely blows us out of the water, I'm still gonna walk after you. I'm not gonna lose you, and it's a way of like enveloping someone. The reason why it's like slow and why it's soothing is because there's a promise that's pretty much made by this whole situation that this person's thinking of, which is, oh, I get my person again. I get to be happy again. So they're joyful. And it's also a mixture of that last little bit of fear of that one question. Is this going to happen like it did the time before? Because remember, like, it's toxic, so maybe they broke up before. But instrumentally, it's very slow. There wasn't actually a lot of really in-your-face kind of production here. It's more so melancholy. I mean, honestly, Josh had the right idea, lounge into this song. I've fallen asleep to this song plenty of times while falling asleep to this album in high school. So, yeah, Walking After You is basically making your signature on a promise that you're going to go after someone even if they're done.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy this one. It's a nice calming song to
Mm-hmm. Walking After You.
to chill to. It's like what Josh is doing right there. He's laying down in bed.
No,
Lounging like a crounging. I don't even know what that is.
I'm lounging
Too
like
good for Josh.
everybody should be like
So,
me.
anyways, we're not gonna do the bonus track, but so
Mm.
we're pretty much on the last song.
Yep.
New Way Home. Let's end this off in a good note.
Let's go.
Let's listen to the music song.
Yep.
So, Mantra, you kick it off.
Okay. So, New Way Home, in my head, when I first listened to it, it was one of the partners, probably the protagonist that we've been following this whole time, driving home. Hence why it's called New Way Home. And in the lyrics, you can hear him going like, "Oh, I'm not scared. I passed boats and or it's I'm not scared. I felt like this on my way home. I'm not scared. I passed boats in the kingdom." And it's kind of a way of him, I think, like reflecting on like hanging out with this individual and maybe it went well, but it's always the hesitations and it's always the hypotheticals and things that haven't happened that sometimes speak the loudest, even over hanging out with somebody. Like you could literally hang out with like your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, and have like that little blip of beef for like something that goes wrong that completely like like flips the table on it. And I think that in this case, this person's going home and then they get a realization like it is happening again. Like I did feel like this on my way home. I did pass boats in the kingdom. Like all of this is seeming familiar, and then the loop just keeps going. So yeah, New Way Home. I call it the oh shit drive home. Like the quiet drive where you're like, oh, that's what this song is. His realization or her realization or their realization.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the last track on Everlong. New Way Home, not No Way Home. That's a movie.
A great movie.
Mm-hmm.
A good movie film.
All right. AJ, you're already in bed. Just go.
God damn it.
Man said, "Fuck the last song. Just go."
This is actually a good way to kick off. This is a good way to
the album.
This is a good way to end off the album, and I
It
really
looks like
enjoy this.
you're going to bed. Okay.
And I really enjoy this song overall. Great song.
Hell yeah.
Movie.
Stay awake. All right. Josh.
I liked it. It was a very good music song.
Yes.
Quentin
And
Tarantino is about to kidnap Josh if he keeps on putting his foot near the camera.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, Josh. Well, why are you showing your feet to the world?
I didn't even notice. God.
Yeah,
I'm
why are you showing your feet to the world, huh?
fucking blind.
Feet are for Patreon only.
I'm fucking blind, okay? Sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not blind. I can see with my own two fucking eyes.
You all
Anyway.
dismissed what just happened.
Anyway, good music song.
Good music, yo.
That's all you've been saying throughout this entire recording. Okay. Okay. It's a good closer to this album, man. It's awesome. R.I.P. to Taylor Hawkins.
Rest in peace to Taylor. Yeah.
Madi, talk.
I'm gonna tell my story after we end, because obviously it's not the time, but I was having a conversation with my mother and focusing on the song at the same time. So from what I could focus on, great way to close the album, honestly. Like I said in the very beginning, I was fucking up my vinyls. A great way to tell what make or breaks an album is the intro and the ending. And I feel like this album is just fucking perfect through and through.
Hence why.
Very 90s, and I think personally, and I feel like Mantra could also agree with this, or any of you guys really, but songs from the 90s that sound like they're from the 90s have aged better than songs from the 90s that sound like, that did evolve well, but I feel like songs from the 90s that sound like the 90s aged so much better and do very well on the charts.
For sure.
It's one of my favorite things about the 90s. And even 90s movies. Like, I just love the 90s.
You were born in the 90s, right, man?
Got a Nirvana shirt with a fucking flannel. I did have a leather jacket on. Like, every fucking inspiration I have for my clothing is from the 90s. Even when I was a kid, like, my mom would dress me in 90s clothes. Like, yes, I was born in 99, but I feel like a lot of the stuff from the 90s was, like, pounded on to me. Because I was born in the early 99. But, like, I have a picture from pre-K where I'm wearing a white t-shirt with a slip dress and some fucking chunky combat boots. To pre-K.
That's so sweet.
Pre-K graduation.
Oh, no.
Like, I would totally wear that today. I love fashion from the 90s. It's just, especially the grunge era, like, it's fucking phenomenal.
Hell
and you
yeah.
can do so much with it. I just went on a totally different tangent than what this fucking song was. Are we
That's
giving it
fine.
ratings as well? Or is
Yeah,
that out?
entertaining.
Oh, okay. I give this album a 10 out of 10.
You know what? A 10 out of 10 for me too. Josh,
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10.
AJ,
I think for me, this album is getting a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it, especially for the first album for Taylor Hawkins, and we were dedicating this album to Taylor Hawkins. It's bittersweet, and
Hell yeah.
I really enjoyed this album overall. Great album.
Mantra.
Obviously, this album really spoke to me in a way as a child that I didn't expect it to, because at first it was me skipping Everlong in my YouTube feed because I was like, oh, this is so slow. I want to listen to something fast and aggressive. But sometimes when you take that chance of listening to a track that really takes you by your hands and like dances around the room with you, you're going to feel uncomfortable at first, which is how I was with this whole record. But then I let the record dance me around the room a little bit, and honestly, it was a pretty good dance, even if like I was flung around the room in some tracks or like slowed down and like slow danced. It's a really, really great record overall, just to tell a story. And honestly, putting it on shuffle, which with albums is a sin, I know. But even on shuffle, this record is amazing. You could literally reorder them in anything, but obviously it's a 10 out of 10 for me because I'm being buried with this record. So I have to.
So race MoshCast Hall of Fame, Foo Fighters.
Welcome, Foo Fighters.
Hell yeah.
And
Rest in
this
peace,
album,
Taylor
too.
Hawkins. And thank you so much for the amazing music, man. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with the
Was
world.
left. A legacy was left.
And thoughts go out to all of the Foo Fighters and friends and family of Taylor as well. They should also
Mm-hmm.
what's the word I'm looking for? They should also have not like a shout out, but I can't think of another word, but they should also be
A sponsor or a reference. Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay, outro's time. Thank you for checking out this tribute episode of the MoshCast where we reviewed The Color and the Shape by Foo Fighters, and our next episode, Maddie's gonna announce. I'm leaving that on to Maddie.
I'm gonna go last. I want to go last.
Yes, you will. And thanks for watching. Check out our other podcasts too. And Josh.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Loudest Podcast and all fucking music, the MoshCast. We hope you guys enjoyed our review of the Foo Fighters album for Taylor Hawkins. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with the world, your drumming, everything about you lives on forever. And for all the Foo Fighters, especially Dave Grohl and the rest of the band, our condolences are with you guys. We wish you guys were on tour, but this happened unfortunately. But it's part of life, and we just gotta remember them for what they've done over the years, and move forward. And Taylor's spirit and legacy will live on forever. You guys can find us on social media. Everything's down in the description. Be sure to check it out. And thank you for watching. Rock on and peace out.
Mantra?
Thank you all very much for tuning in to a very, very special episode of the MoshCast, because we reviewed a record that I was doing homework to when there used to be a turntable next to my bed. So if it gives you an idea of how long I've been listening to this record, I found it at 14. Well, it found me at 14. And like I said, I'm going to be buried with this record because it's the perfect interpretation of a love story and the struggle in between. Thank you very much for coming to the loudest podcast in music, the MoshCast. And thank you everybody for coming. Josh, AJ, Jason, Madi, thank you all very much for having me. And this was a very special episode. You guys are very sweet. But in all seriousness, man, seriously, rest in peace to Taylor Hawkins. Rest in peace, man.
AJ.
Ooh, pretty.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Loudest Podcast of all fucking music, the MoshCast. I mean, the Mosh fucking cast, where we reviewed The Color and Its Shape by Foo Fighters, and we dedicated this episode to the late great Taylor Hawkins, who is a great person, great drummer for the band, and Alanis Morissette, and etc. And we're gonna miss you, Taylor, and his legacy will live on forever. And thank you, Taylor, for everything what you've done for us and over the years. And anyways, go follow our podcast on TikTok, crash_mosh_analysis and Crash and Burn Cup Pod. And then go follow the members of the podcast on their social medias: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and etc. Twitch, YouTube, and all that. And also thank I want to thank Jason, Madi, Josh, Mandra, coming in and for this episode, for this wonderful tribute for Taylor Hawkins. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Rock on.
Maddie, you close it out.
Alrighty, here we fucking go, Richard. Alright, first of all, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I had a great time, even though I'm in a shit ton of pain. I had a lot of fun with this episode. I'm really glad that everyone was down to do this episode when I brought it up. And I'm especially glad that Mantra was here, because I know how much he loves this band and he loves this album. And he was like the first person I thought of when coming up with the idea of this episode. So I'm really grateful you were here to come and spread some wisdom upon us.
Oh, thank
and
you.
with us.
You're so fucking sweet for getting this together, Maddie. For real. Like,
I mean-
seriously. Shout out to Maddie.
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking Maddie. So fucking sweet.
Thank you, guys.
And
Shout out to
AJ
Julian.
has his camera off.
But thanks a lot, AJ. So,
Fuck you, AJ.
so
Back.
be sure to follow everyone on the Crash and Burn podcast. And I say that because who knows? Maybe I'll make an appearance on the Crash and Burn month.
Maddie's getting into wrestling.
Back
Manny
back
likes
into
to
wrestling.
Oh, back into wrestling.
Back into wrestling. I used to watch it as a kid with my brother and his friends all the time, and I would play some of the games, but I'm getting back into it. Why? It's a long fucking story. Anyway. But yeah, also be sure to follow us over on Cinematic Analysis, where that episode is actually a birthday request by me, and it will be our first movie for, drumroll please if anybody wants to be ready for that. This month is Marvel month, and we are starting with my favorite, Captain America Civil War. I fucking love that movie to
Still
death.
haven't seen it. I might actually join you for that
Guess
episode
what?
because
You'll
I haven't seen
fucking
it.
watch it tomorrow with us on movie night.
I will
Facts.
not be there because I have Disney Plus now.
Well, it's still fun to watch it with everyone.
Yeah.
I do have Disney Plus as well. Sorry.
And our next MoshCast episode will be on my actual birthday, and we will be reviewing the fucking full debut album for Glasslands, and I am so
Hopefully we can bring them on.
fucking excited. Hopefully we can have them on for an interview. I would have to talk to a couple people about that because I'm so dope. I have connections. But yeah, be sure to follow everyone on their socials. Be sure to check out Julian. I know he's not here, but he was kind of excited to do this episode, but he had a concert. So yeah, be sure to go follow him on his socials. I'm sure they'll be down in the description below. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at Bill Mertooth, TikTok at Bill Mertooth, and a little bit of a special announcement as well. I'm going to be doing my first stream back in a very long time. And it is going to be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it is for my birthday because last year I had a fucking amazing time with everyone doing a big birthday stream. And sadly, since we have stuff going on Saturday, I figured I'd still try to stream, but make it tomorrow. We're going to be playing so many games from Dead by Daylight, Fortnite, Among Us, and maybe as a wind down, I'll
The new
probably
Lego Star Wars game?
Yeah, I'll probably put on some new Lego Star Wars and just kind of chill out for the rest of the
Skywalker
night.
Saga.
Yes,
Classic.
that
Such a
was my
classic.
fucking childhood. So for them to remake the game, and the graphics are so fucking incredible, absolutely amazing.
Can't wait.
But yeah, I hope to see some people there. Hopefully, all of you guys will join and play some games. Doesn't matter if you're bad, doesn't matter if you're good. It's all about having fucking fun with the homies, and that's all I
That it
care
is.
about. So I'm gonna be the big 23 or whatever fucking Blink 182 said. Anyways, that's the MoshCast.
All right, that is it for this MoshCast. I'm Jason. That's Maddie. That's Mantra. That's AJ. And that's Josh. And we'll see you for Glasslands.
See you for Glasslands.
Have a good night and happy birthday, Maddie.
Thank you,
Happy birthday.
MoshCast!